Thank you for joining me this afternoon, and I want to continue reading through 1 John chapter 5, and I'm going to share a little bit on these verses that I'm about to read to you, that Yahuwah wants us to have confidence in our prayer. You know, prayer is something that a lot of believers, myself included, that we've neglected to take advantage of the provisions that Yahuwah has given him and made available to us through prayer. The scripture says, the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Now, a lot of times people don't really pray because they don't have a lot of confidence in their prayers. That may be and the root of that, I believe, really is because of a sin consciousness. They're so aware of their own failures, their weakness. They just don't have confidence that, you know, that a holy, set apart Creator would actually hear their prayer when they're so aware of their failures, of their weaknesses, of mistakes they've made in the past, whatever the case may be. But it's rooted and grounded, I believe, in a consciousness of sin consciousness, not being worthy enough. And you know, Satan pushes that against people, especially against believers. And Yahuwah, if you read the Word and you study the Word, though, you'll find the Word actually teaches the opposite of that. It teaches us that, like I said, the effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Well, you may say to me, well, I'm not a righteous man. Well, then become righteous. How do you become righteous? By receiving Yahuwah's righteousness, which is the Messiah, which is the Mashiach. The scripture says, he that believeth on him has everlasting life. Everlasting life is only given to the righteous. The scripture declares that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. Well, if you're born again by the Ruach HaKodesh, then you have to be righteous. Otherwise, you would not be who the scripture is talking about, because the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. So if you believe that you are a child of Yahuwah, that you have been born of the Ruach HaKodesh, then you are, as the scripture declares, the ones that it's talking about as being righteous. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't still have problems or mistakes, or your flesh, you yield to your flesh sometimes, and you fall short in certain areas. I understand that. Yahuwah understands that, knows that. But you have to understand that it's talking about in the realm of the Ruach, in the realm of the Spirit. Yahuwah sees us as righteous. That's why we can come boldly to the throne of favor and find his favor to help in time of need. I'll continue this on our next session. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, and please listen in for our next teaching on this. Shalom.